are two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Young on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Now Young on 4th down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Johnson to return it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Montana, quick completion here to Johnson. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Montana. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jack Youngblood just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Cromartie. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They'll send Moss in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. They will look to throw. Montana got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First and 10, it's Patterson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Montana looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TV. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Young working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Johnson, the man in motion right. Joe Montana on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Young's throw taken in by Adams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On play action, Young. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Young. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Lawrence Taylor able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Final play of the half. Young. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Patterson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send Moss in motion right. Give to Patterson, running to the right. To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Montana. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st down, Montana. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First and 10 for Montana and company. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Montana to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Play action. It's Montana. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Montana going for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Lawrence Taylor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Young to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Young now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Young to throw on 4th. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And Young's going to throw it here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Antonio Cromartie.
And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game.